Yesterday, I was just completing an article for an online magazine, and I was talking about family homes. And you know, our counterparts, when they look at, a lot of the times when they look at property, they look at it from an asset perspective, while we look at it from a means to shelter. You get them. So already there is misalignment. So that is why you see the shows Gugi Tilana, because we to us it's just a house. I must get this house. One, whereas Kakwa, it's more like, okay, this is an asset, in early equity, it has grown in value. Maybe we can utilize the space at the back. We can build the room, and they give us income, so we don't have to sell it. We can put it in a trust. So all of these things that they understand. So they understand the jargon, they understand the language, because money has a language at the end of the day. So that is why even when they normally would make an example to say, you can have like 20 people, right? 20 people, and you take away everything from them. But those ones that know how to make money, that money is going to go back to them again, right? Because they know the skill, they understand how it works. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? So when now you are instant millionaire, you don't know how it takes. You don't know what is an expense. You don't know what is an investment. You don't know how to reconcile. You don't know what cash flow, all of these things. So that is why that the environment that we grow up under, it's problematic, even with the information that we have. Because I can give you the information. I can say, read and all of that. But if you haven't been exposed, a lot of the times it just becomes like that. That's why you can have a master's degree on entrepreneurship and just fail dismally on any business.
Very crazy, very crazy. Do you think entrepreneurship is financially liberating?
It can be. It can be. Yeah. So
do you think there are creative ways that we could look into at home, to sort of fast track the financial experience and the financial understanding and economics at large? Because while I'm listening to you speak, I'm realizing that our parents were introduced to money in a different way. A lot of things were highly suggested, but it was just trying to pull them into the capitalist system, so it was obviously for the system, not necessarily for their own financial liberation. And then because we had the privilege, unfortunately, but it's a privilege, of growing up and seeing them live like this and have this certain relationship with money and mindset, I think we can make up for that time. If we're speaking 50 years going back, I think we can make up the knowledge, practice better, and change our financial futures really. We are living in an age where we are free to experiment with entrepreneurship. We are free to practice entrepreneurship, whereas before 1994 it was a crime to do so. They weren't allowed to even do that. So where we are sitting at, we can actually fast track. You can take, I don't know, let's say 3 years of studying finances, and this is on your own, and this is via practice, obviously, because books will teach you, but they teach you something else. But I just need us to look into creative ways, to focus on, let's say, our talents and interests, and try to build entrepreneurship around that, because honestly, we don't know how to build businesses, right? And then secondly, for our generation, how do we build creative money systems of some sort in the house that will give the next generation a level up?
So look, I mean, firstly, I think it really starts with, because when we talk about financial literacy for me should be at the heart of everything, because even when you get into business, you need to be you need to have a certain level of financial literacy to scale a business, right? So you can hire an accountant, you can hire a financial manager and all of these things, but me as Gavin, I need to have a certain level of, okay, if I go and sell a pen, firstly, I'm buying it for how much, and what is my margin, and how much am I going to sell it for, right? And what are my expenses at the end of the day? So it's not just about me selling the pen for 10 rand, but I need to be able to know that there's transport costs. I need to pay somebody if I have to pay somebody, all of that. So it's a basic accounting setup where I know there's income, there's cost of sales, there's expenses, there's, and then when I scale up, I need to understand a little bit of tax. I need to know what is my gross profit, what is a net profit, how does that work, right? So, but before we get to the bigger part, when we now talking from a home setup, these are the way we need to start from the basics. And I think what I'm advocating a lot right now is not on a higher level, but on the foundation, and the foundation of the conversation, actually even how you feel about money. That's how you need to start, right? Where, how many of us can say, I love money, I love money, I love money, money the whole day? You tell people, hey, how are you? I love money. Try and do it, right? You'll probably do like 1% in like, people are thinking I'm sick in the head. You're not gonna do it, right? So it starts there, having a one-on-one relationship with money, because everything starts with money. When we talk about finances, we talk about money. If there's no money, there's no finances. Like, great. That's the heart of it. So it needs to start with the relationship. So we need to now say, okay, how do we change, our relationship at home with money? Okay, Mama, how do you define money? What is money to you, right? So be able to get to a level where I need money, but how do you see money? Do you see it from a tool that can give you abundance? Do you see it as a tool of survival, or do you even see it as a tool of, it's a burden? Because some of us, money is a burden on us. Like when you see money, you just feel like, yes, because that's how we've been conditioned. So we need to change
that's a dynamic.
Yeah, so we need to talk openly about money. So when we are eating, money, how, start to talk languages. What is money? Where did it start? Understanding even the origins of it, right? Look at guys that have made it, the families that are making it over the years. Where did it start? Go back to their history, but make it free. I talk to my kids freely about money. It's like, but when you want this thing, what are you gonna give me? Or what is the return on that? The return on investment. My kids now understand what ROI is, right? And you see now already, their thinking is different. I'll take an example as well, just to because there's money, then there's confidence around it. So my daughter started dancing. So I started taking her to dance classes because I saw that she was very shy. She was very conservative. And I had a problem with that because I know I come from there. That, yes, being conservative in Alibu, it depends how you use it, right? So I had a problem with that. It's like, you're very conservative. Somebody can just cut in front of you. She wouldn't say anything, like same age, But now we started with the dance classes, and I see the confidence is amazing, right? And now she's looking at other ways to improve herself. Now, somebody can just look at it from a dance perspective only, but I look at it from a broader aspect of life, because when she starts having confidence in herself, then that's where now she said, Daddy, I need to make more money. I need to have my own money, right? So you see already that confidence is like, to her mind, is that I can do anything now, so money is no longer a thing, it's I can do it. I can, and I was so envious of her when she was saying that. It's like, imagine if I had that, right?
It means you're doing a good job. Well done.
Thank you, right? So, and I was envious of her. It's like, wow, imagine if I had that, if I had the confidence like that. I can imagine how many promotions that went me by, like passed me by, not because I was not skilled, not because I deserved them, but because I didn't have the confidence in myself. And remember now, if I'm bypassed by a promotion that is going to give me an extra 20,000, that is money that should have come to my pocket. So you see those kind of things, the little things that around conversation, around how we value things. That's where it needs to start.